Wash U bring a blitz. Lanin passes away, near sideline, Lombardi! What a catch! We're underway here on a gorgeous day at Benedetti Rulli Stadium as Lombardi fields the line drive at the 5. Lombardi breaking tackles. Joey Lombardi stiff arms the kicker, and he's got a cavalry with him. Lombardi all the way, touchdown. Lanin fakes the give to Allen. Going long downfield. D'Angelo Hardy's got it. Hardy inside the 30. Hardy, 10, 5, one play, and another touchdown for North Central. Play clock down to 1. Sacco's got the first down and more. Joe Sacco still on his feet. A race to the end zone. Touchdown. Lanin pitching it forward to Hardy out of the backfield. He makes 2 men miss. Hardy open field. D'Angelo Hardy. See you later. Play clock at 5. Cardinals bring pressure. Rush is in trouble and down he goes. Zach Orr around the edge for the sack. Lanin play action. Parody and Hardy are both open.
Luke Lanin.
He picks D'Angelo Hardy. It's Luke Lanin's 35th touchdown pass. 16 of them to D'Angelo Hardy, and now the Cardinals have their second touchdown. Over the middle, D'Angelo Hardy wide open, first down. Hardy with Lombardi for blocking. Goodbye, touchdown Cardinals. Now you see him, now you don't. Surrounded by 4 white shirts, and then surrounded only by teammates in celebration is D'Angelo Hardy as the Cardinals score again. And we are underway here in Naperville. Lombardi will field the kick at his own 5. Lombardi has some blockers, off he goes to the far side. Joey Lombardi is brought down right at the midfield stripe. And almost like a year ago when Terrence Hill took back the opening kickoff up in Waukesha in this matchup, for a moment there, Grant, it looked like Joey Lombardi was headed for a similar destination.
If you didn't bring it up, I was gonna. I had flashbacks of Terrence Hill last year.
Can Bellhaven get on the board here before the end of the first half? Johnson lobs it down the middle. It's an easy interception. Jerron Williams had to slow himself down to make that catch. And a third consecutive turnover by Bellhaven.
I don't understand that throw. I mean, there was a sea of red there, and it was woefully underthrown. You know, you've got a good opportunity here. There's 5 minutes left on the clock, and you've got the ball in decent field position, and then you make a play like that.
Adamczyk, Bell, Williams, or Walker could have all made this pick. Just lofted right in the middle of the field, and Jerron Williams gets his first interception of the season. 2nd and 5 from the 26. Horn fakes, wanted to go long and does. Nick Rummel's the only one down there, and he picks it off. The former wide receiver, the only target of what was a massive overthrow. They had that hitch and go route lined up. It wasn't there. Horn threw it anyway, and Nick Rummel makes him pay.
And that is Horn's first interception of the season.
He had not been picked off all year. He is the only starting quarterback in the country who made it this far without a pick. And now he has 32 touchdowns, but 1 interception finally goes up on the board. What a play by the Cardinals defense. They took away the short route, that hot route on the bubble screen. And Nick Rummel, look how pumped up the 5th-year senior is. What a play by him. Only made the switch back full-time to cornerback a couple weeks ago. As now this is Charles Coleman around the near side with blockers. Coleman down the sideline. Foot race. Coleman holds off a man all the way. No flags. Touchdown.
Wow, what an unbelievable effort by Coleman to stay in bounds. The defender looked to push him out, but he was too strong. I can't remember the last time I've seen somebody tight roping down the sideline and the defender goes to push him out and he's able to just muscle his way to stay onto the field of play. Unbelievable.
Casey Hampton got stiff-armed at about the 10-yard line and lost his balance when it looked like he had taken the perfect angle to Coleman. Coleman would not be stopped. Scalera looking to make this extra point, which he does, And under a minute to go in the first quarter, Cardinals 27, Tigers 14. Here we take another look. Coleman passed everybody except for Hampton, and just shaken off by a shoulder shrug, not even a stiff arm.
Yeah, it was a limp shoulder.
Charles Coleman, what a first season as a Cardinal for that man. That is his 10th total touchdown on the year for number 21. Another look here, just a powerful runner. Will they go to the run in short yardage? Yes, right up the middle and driven backwards. Jerron Williams with a big tackle for loss. It's 4th down.
I don't know why. I was fully expecting play action. You said, will they go to the run on this? I literally shook my head no.
I don't know who got first contact here, but it was Williams who finished him off. Looks like it was number 95, James Hart, the big man leading the way. And then, geez, Jerron Williams, a guy who began the year as a corner, now playing at safety, comes up and makes a big run stop on 3rd down. Kicking it away for the Tigers is number 29, Tyler Huddle, one of the best kickers in the nation. Huddle, the junior from McKinney, Texas. Preseason All-American, according to D3Football.com. He gets us underway. It's a short kick to the near side, kept far, far away from those returners. Riley McCurdy from his own 22 has some blockers. And Riley is across the 35, out near the 40. So while it was kept away from Lombardi, Riley McCurdy, whose name we call mostly Grant as a tackler on special teams, has a nice return there.
Yeah, I mean, he's just an excellent special teams player all around, but to your point, usually making the stop and was able to pick up 15 extra yards there, so the Cardinals are taking over with excellent field position close to their own 40-yard line, own 45-yard line. Nope, 40-yard line.
I was going to say.
I was looking at where the official was standing. I was like, that's. I didn't think that was where he was.
Cardinals offense, the number 1 in the nation, as I mentioned, 62 points per game and 590 yards, led by Gallardi semifinalist quarterback, number 5, Luke Lanin. Cardinals, interestingly, begin here with defensive tackle Cortez Jones lined up as a fullback. Joe Sacco, the game's opening carry, bounces through the left side of the line where he is then just carried by Nick Fairley for a 1st down. Give the rushing yards there to big number 75.
Boy, really excellent job. Great surge up front. Patient run by Sacco, sticking right in Fairley's hip pocket and letting him lead the way.
Fairley, 6'3", 328, the left guard. Sophomore from Frankfort, Illinois, went to Lincoln Way East. The Griffins will be playing for an 8A state championship tonight down at Illinois State. Lanin throws to the flat on the far side. D'Angelo Hardy down near the 40 of Trinity, the All-American wide receiver, picking up 5 yards.
Nice little quick screen out there for a quick 6.
Hardy makes his 51st catch of the season, and that 6 yards brings him to 1,000 exactly for the season. So a nice milestone for D'Angelo Hardy, one of many Lakes Community High School alumni on this Cardinals roster. And a flag for motion along the line. Cardinals will back it right back up.
I think we had a flinching offensive lineman.
I think it was either a flinch by Fortier, the right tackle, or a snap infraction by Thornton, the center. 2nd down and 9 now after the penalty. Cardinals at the Trinity 46. Jacob Parody, Joey Lombardi, D'Angelo Hardy, the 3 wide receivers. Joe Sacco is the running back. Sacco, who had 141 yards on the ground last week. Lanin keeps it himself in all kinds of room. Luke Lanin far side has Hardy as a blocker. Lanin in a foot race inside the 10 and brought down all the way at the 6. Luke Lanin, he might be the quarterback, but he's one of the best runners in the country as he picks up 40.
Boy, excellent play design there, and we were fooled a couple of times last week by some of those ball fakes, and that was no exception here. I was looking at Joe Sacco for a minute until I realized that Lanin had it and was working around the end.
No one on contain on the far side. That was number 0, Mac Douglas, who was going all the wrong way. Lane eventually hauled down by number 37, Quinn McDermott. First and goal, Cardinals at the 6-yard line. Sabo remains the running back. Sabo trying to get outside. Sabo around one tackler, spins to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. The second and third efforts by Joe Sabo. Cardinals are on the board on Sako's 15th rushing TD of the season.
Boy, he willed himself into that end zone. I thought he was going to get taken down after a couple of yards, and there was a nifty little spin move and then kind of lowered the shoulder and dropped the boom to get inside the pylon there at the end.
The first man to know was Luke Lanen, who was already celebrating when Sabo was still at about the 8-yard line. Dom Scalera in for the extra point. Out of the hold of Parody, that kick is up. It is good, and with 12:41 to go in the first quarter, it's North Central 7, Trinity 0. We take another look, and you can't quite see Lanen's celebration, but Sabo with the speed to get outside, the agility to get through tackle number 2, and the pure strength to just run over that defender and the pylon for 6.
Yeah, if you're going to try and tackle Joe Sabo, I recommend you be moving forward. Ooh, you got a pretty good hold there.
Well, what is it they say? You could call holding on every play?
Yeah, that was an egregious one.
All eyes, though, on Sabo as he takes it in. Cardinals have been ridiculously efficient in the first half this year. They have scored touchdowns on 62 out of a possible 68 first half possessions in their 11 games this season.
That's a wild statistic.
Shout out to the North Central Sports and Information staff for pulling that one.
They are second to none.
Clark Tusher, Nick Osterloo, and their entire crew doing great work behind the scenes here at Cardinals Athletics. Here is Sean Reinick to kick it away from his own 35. Bit of a short kick here as well. That's fielded by number 81. That's Cam Herron. And he is dropped and the ball is out. Ball is loose. The Cardinals are on top of it. The question is, was he down first? I believe that's number 56, Sam Chapman, who went diving toward the football. No signal yet.
Cardinal
and it
ball.
is Cardinals ball.
Wow.
Herron got stood up at about the 22, and he lost the football. Will Vernon and Sam Chapman, the most eager celebrators out of that. We'll get another look in a moment, as we couldn't see from up here exactly how that ball ended up bouncing 10 yards backwards. But it's 1st and 10 Cardinals in the red zone already.
No, there was a guy that got a hand on him early and spun him. There you go. Yeah, I think just on the way down, somebody got a hand in and poked it right out.
Ramarian Roby, normally number 2, is wearing 14 today. He forced the fumble, jumped on top of by Chapman, and what an opportunity here for the Cardinals to immediately go up 2 scores. Empty backfield for Lanen at the 18-yard line of Trinity. Sabo in motion. Lanen over the middle. It was behind Beamer, who wasn't looking for it. Incomplete.
Rare incompletion from Luke Lanen.
Doing some quick math in my head, that is incompletion number 41 on the season.
On the season. How many touchdown passes, just for reference?
37.
Okay.
It's been a ratio we've been watching all year. It's been about the same, but about 1-to-1 all season. 2nd down and 10 from the Trinity 18. Cardinals looking to capitalize off the turnover. Sabo right up the gut, and he's got space. Sabo to the end zone. It's 2 for the Cardinals, 2 for Joe Sabo. 13 zip in a flash as he's into the end zone.
Unbelievable. Untouched after he got through the line of scrimmage. There was absolutely nobody at the 2nd or 3rd level looking for him.
And Grant, when we were talking pregame about where we thought this game would be won and lost, we noticed the size difference between North Central's offensive line and the front 7 of Trinity, and it is stark both in terms of height and weight, and the Cardinals exercising that advantage so far. Scalera right back out there for another extra point. He's 2 for 2, and so is the Cardinals offense. Still over 12 minutes to play in the first quarter. They lead 14-zip.
Boy, really nice job by Parody Corral on that snap. That thing kind of skipped in there. Wow, yeah, he got through one semi-arm tackle, and that was it.
Big block on a linebacker by Nick Fairley. 75's been putting in work already today.
Yeah, that Mike linebacker is a special player, too.
Number 21 is really the danger man on this defense. That's Caleb Harmel. He was the SAA Defensive Player of the Year this season. Has a 52-yard scoop and score this year, has a pick 6 this year, and oh yeah, he has 64 tackles. But Joe Sacco, the man of the game so far, he's got 2 touchdowns. It's all North Central. Shout out to Charles Coleman for knowing where the camera is. Still, the stud quarterback of this Trinity team, Tucker Horn, also a Gallardi nominee, yet to touch the football, and his team is down 14 points.
It's the Cardinals' second week in a row facing a Gallardi nominee.
Reineck with a pooch kick out to the 30 on the far side, keeps it away from the returners, and a decent return out toward midfield by Johnny Milo, the sophomore running back, and that is where Trinity will take their first offensive snaps of this game.
Boy, with that short kick and the good return, they're taking over right at midfield. It's excellent field position for this prolific offense to go to work.
Surprised that after they forced a turnover on the first kickoff that the Cardinals did not go deep again, but they must have seen something that they didn't particularly like.
Or something that they did like. Maybe they think that they can kick it to certain guys and they're prone to turnovers or butterfingers or what have you.
Tucker Horn in shotgun. Winston Hutchinson, number 25, is the running back. From their own 49. Horn over the middle finds one of his favorite targets. That's Caleb Crawford, who's out of bounds after a gain of 11. We'll only see about 3 guys make most of the catches for this Trinity team. Crawford's one of them. Second team all SAA, makes his 38th reception of the year. The 5th-year senior from Houston. Horn, 1st and 10 from the Cardinals 42. Up the middle goes Hutchinson, and he picks up maybe 3 yards as he ran into James Hart and others.
It's been a little bit tough sledding for the Trinity Tigers on the ground so far this year. They've really been more of an air attack offensively. Some massive substitutions here on the defensive side of the ball for the Cardinals.
We'll see that defensive front sub out man for man occasionally. 2nd down and 6 from the Cardinals 38. Hutchinson remains the running back. Horn tried the hard count, no flinching on the Cardinals sideline. Horn to throw. Has the short swing pass to Hutchinson. He's near a 1st down and brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. It is enough, though, for a 1st down as Hutchinson makes his 8th reception of the season.
This Trinity offense doing exactly what we expected. Looking great through the air. Very efficient quarterback. Taking great check down throws and having some athletes make some plays in space.
1st down and 10 to the Cardinals 30. It's a team that averages 44 points per game. Swung out to Crawford. He's got 5 or 6 before he is wrestled out of bounds on the far side by Antoine Walker. Team in hurry up as they continue to spread things out. And this is pretty characteristic of what they've been this season. Horn on the year, 73% completion percentage, just under 3,000 yards. He will almost certainly go over that 3,000 mark today. 2nd down and 4 from the Cardinals 25. High snap, pass thrown to the near side. That's caught by Monago, and he is brought down after maybe a gain of 2.
I think they got called for a block in the back, too. They'll be backing that up. That's the 2nd high snap so far in this drive, too. If they don't get that under control, there's potential to be sending one over his head here before the end of the day.
Correction, that is Cole Monago, number 3, the senior from Houston. The Cardinals make defensive subs while we await the word from the head referee. It is holding against Trinity. That backs them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll be 2nd down and about 12 at the next snap of the football. So 2nd and 12 from the 32 after the penalty. Justin Carmouche is the running back. Horn under pressure over the middle. It's caught. Nice catch by his favorite target, Merrifield, inside the 10. Horn was milliseconds from getting lit up by John Sullivan. And in the end, perfectly timing his throw to his receiver, He hits Merrifield for the big gain, but a big concern here for the Cardinals as Antoine Walker is down.
Yeah, that was a step away from being hit, and then also he threaded that ball right in between 4 red jerseys, too.
You'll see here on this view, Sullivan very close. Well, Kettlecamp, excuse me, the guy who got closest. And then it looks like 26, Walker just gets rolled up on by his teammate Julian Bell as the Cardinals made the tackle at about the 7-yard line. Walker, the All-American, first-team All-CCIW inclusion for the 2nd year in a row, the former NIU Husky.
Boy, and in a contest like this, that is definitely not someone that you want to lose with somebody, a prolific passing attack like Trinity has here.
And Walker really gingerly moving his way off the field, teammates coming to help, and this is about as big a loss as the Cardinals defense could suffer, especially to your point, Grant, against a pass-happy team like Trinity.